We've all heard of email accounts being hacked or social media profiles getting taken over. Annoying, for sure. But what if the next hack wasn't about your data, but about your lights? Imagine your entire city plunged into darkness, not by a storm, but by a line of code. This is the new reality of cyber warfare, and it's a huge leap from what we normally think of as hacking. We're not just talking about information technology or IT, where a system crash means lost files and a bad day at the office. We're talking about operational technology, or OT. This is the tech that runs our physical world, our water systems, our traffic lights, and most critically our power grids. In the world of OT, downtime isn't an inconvenience, it's a catastrophe. The first time the world truly saw this happen was in Ukraine, back in 2015. On a cold December day, hackers used a piece of malware called Black Energy to remotely flip the breakers at multiple power substations. Over 230,000 people were left without electricity. It was the first confirmed case of a cyber attack causing a widespread blackout. The attackers didn't stop there. They flooded the utilities' call centers to prevent customers from reporting the outage and even wiped the utilities' own computer systems to cover their tracks. It was a sophisticated, multi-pronged attack that showed just how vulnerable our power infrastructure could be. But they were just getting started. A year later, in 2016, they struck again. This time, they used an even more terrifying weapon, a malware family now known as Indestroyer, or Crash Override. This wasn't like other malware that just hijacks a computer. Indestroyer was specifically designed to speak the language of the grid itself. It understood the industrial control protocols that grid operators use to manage power flow. Think of it like this. Instead of tricking an employee into flipping a switch, the malware walked right up to the control panel and flipped the switch itself. It caused another blackout in the capital, Kiev, and sent a chilling message to every country in the world. Your power grid is a target. So why should we, living miles away from Ukraine, be concerned? Because the systems that run our power grids aren't unique. The hardware, the software, the communication protocols, they're often the same or very similar all across the globe. A vulnerability found in one country's grid likely exists in another's. This makes the threat universal. The attack on Ukraine was a proof of concept, a demonstration. Now, state-sponsored actors and sophisticated criminal groups know it's possible. Their motivations can range from espionage and political intimidation to outright economic destabilization. Imagine the chaos if a major financial center or a manufacturing hub lost power for days or weeks. The economic ripple effects would be devastating, far beyond the initial blackout zone. This isn't science fiction, it's a strategic reality that security agencies are grappling with right now. It's clear that we need to fundamentally rethink how we view our electrical infrastructure. For over a century, we've thought of electricity as something that flows through physical wires managed by engineers in control rooms. But today, that electricity is just as much a product of software, data packets, and network connections. The power lines are now intertwined with lines of code. The threat isn't just a physical storm, it's a digital one. This means we need a new generation of defenses and a new breed of engineers. People who understand both electrical engineering and cybersecurity. Building a truly resilient grid for the 21st century means securing the software just as much as we reinforce the steel. The future of our modern world literally depends on it. Thanks for watching. If you found this topic as fascinating and important as I do, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the technology that shapes our world. Stay curious and stay safe.